Hey everybody, today I am going to go in with some things that I bought from Ulta that are new, along with some things that I've been using for a long time now. I'm so sorry that I missed a video last week. It was smack dab in the middle of Christmas and we just had a lot going on, and I assumed everybody else did too, so I just kind of skipped right over last week, and I do apologize for that for any of you that missed the video. But here I am this week, and I'm going to go in with some new colors and new products, and I'm going to show you exactly how I got the look that I have right now. So with that being said, let's get started. Okay, so let's get started with the stuff that I bought from Ulta. There isn't a whole lot that I bought, simply because when I went in, I was actually going for ColourPop completely, and I don't know what's going on. If some of you know, you may want to drop me a line to let me know, but whenever I got to Ulta, ColourPop was pretty much sold out of everything, and I initially thought that it was because, you know, it was Christmas or the beginning of the new year, and so, you know, it was just sold out from people purchasing it for gifts. But everything that they had left, they had on sale. So I'm not real sure if they were trying to get rid of the products completely. I really don't know what's going on, if they're completely wiping out what they have in there, that they're starting over. So if you know what's going on, let me know. But I really wanted to try the ColourPop products because, number one, I've noticed that they're pretty affordable, and number two, I watched a video on ColourPop, the company, and they seem super nice. It's a brother and sister that own the company, and they really try to use really good ingredients. They are also very keen on customer feedback, and if there's a color that you want in something, usually when they get that recommendation, they make it the same day. And so that's pretty exciting. But what I did find was some other products that were affordable, and I just thought that we would try them out and just kind of see where they go. I don't know much about, let's see, some of these other products, so I'm kind of anxious to see how they work out. And so some of the products that I'm using today are things that I always use, and then those few that are new, I'll be sure to tell you about and point out as we go. But I'm going to prime my face first with the One Heck of a Blot Instant Perfecting Power Primer. It is the primer that I have been using for a very long time. If you follow me, you know that by now. Haven't found one yet that replaces it. So if you do know of one that provides good matte coverage and fills in the pores, let me know what that is, and I'll be more than happy to try it out. So many of you know I've been exfoliating my face. I've been using these peels on my face to try to get rid of the acne scars, and it is a good time for you to see what my face looks like now. Compared to like probably the very first video that you saw on camera, it's really, really hard to see all the imperfections. But in person, obviously, not so much. Okay, but I can tell a big difference myself. So I'm just going to rub this primer on. Okay, and then I'm also going to put on this Milani eyeshadow primer that I always use as well, and I just put a very small amount on my finger. There goes my lid. It'll be okay. And then I just kind of rub them together a little bit, and I put right up here for the most part. Because with oily eyelids, that's where my mascara transfers the most. All right. Now, the new product that I bought is by Makeup Revolution. It is Conceal and Hydrate Radiance Foundation with hyaluronic acid with medium full coverage. It is a liquid foundation, and I got this in F6, and I am not real sure how the color's going to work because I didn't have a tester. So this was $12. And so let's just see. Oh, it's pretty liquidy. You see that? Okay. So let's just see how this covers and works. I hope everybody had a good Christmas and a good New Year's. It's actually New Year's Day today as I'm filming this, so I hope everybody was safe. And I really, really hope and pray that everybody's 2020 is much better for them in every way possible as 2019 was. Okay. Let me look up close with my mirror. Y'all, it's the one thing that I need to buy myself and I have not yet is a good handheld mirror. It does look, honestly, pretty thick. It doesn't look bad, but you will want to make sure that any places that your foundation tends to accumulate, like mine is here for some reason, maybe I got droopy skin right there, I don't know, but you'll want to make sure that you blend that out really good. Like I want to make sure that I blend right through here really good because I have fine lines right here, and so that it would be really noticeable. And it's making my nose itch. Oh, y'all. Y'all know this is something else. Well, as far as the color, I mean, the color looks pretty good. I'm, of course, going to bronze it up, but I really don't think that this shade is too dark for me, nor do I feel like it's too light. So, picked a pretty good shade, I think. And ultimately, ULTA had some Try Me bottles out there, but they didn't have this color. So, okay. Can you see? mean, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Now I'm just taking my Profusion contour kit, and I'm going to contour a little bit. And we'll see how like all of the makeup sits on top of this. I will go under my eyes just a little bit and down my nose and maybe my chin and forehead just a smidge with some of this concealer. But honestly, this is the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer, and it has gotten, I don't know if it's just me or what, but it's gotten to where it's like really thick for me, and I really don't know why. But anyway, I put just a little bit on the end of my sponge, so we'll see how this works out. I definitely don't want to be too much because then it can start looking cakey, which it did not do in the beginning. So I'm not real sure if it's just like the way that my skin is changing because of the peels that I've been doing. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's holding on to the product more or what has happened, but you don't. So what I've done is like I just pull like the stick up and I'm with my sponge and I'm just like wiping the stick a little bit so I don't get too much, because I know if I pull that doe foot out, it's gonna give me way too much product. And so just that little tiny bit, as you can tell. Let me skip back a little bit. Maybe it'll take that glare off. Okay, so I have done that, and now I'm gonna go back with my black sponge and kind of just blend those edges just a little bit. Okay. Some more contour right through here. The vent's right over there, so it's blowing my hair right in my face. So, I mean, quite honestly, that concealer looks really good with this foundation. Again, this is the Makeup Revolution foundation with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer 16 Hour. Okay. Alright. So, I'm impressed so far. If it lasts like this all day. Okay, now I'm going to use my Makeup Revolution Banana Baking Powder, and I am, y'all, still using this same bottle I've had. I know I've had this over a year. Y'all, I know I have. At least that. And I thought that I was getting like to the point where I needed some more because I was running out. And so I went and bought some. And this thing just keeps putting powder out. Okay. And I just put it in the lid. Okay, do that. Now what I have bought is, I did find this. I wanted the, I think it's called Smoky Smoke ColourPop. It was all gray and like black and silver kind of color palette for eyeshadow, but they were sold out of that, and so I got this X's and O's one by ColourPop, and it's really pretty. And let's see what I paid for that. $16. And it's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 colors in it. So it slides out of that pack, and then it has another pack, and then this is what it looks like. Okay, so lots of these like reds, that's more like a brick color. That's called Reckless right here. So kind of in the pink red family a little bit. And I did go ahead and buy a palette. It's getting almost impossible to find individuals anymore. But check out your palettes if you're not like big on shimmers or glitters. There are palettes that you can find that have more mattes than they do the shimmers. And so that's kind of what I was looking for, because y'all know I'm not going to wear that. So I didn't want to waste my money. I'm going to go in with like a base with this color. It's called Issues. It's kind of like a yellow skin toned. So a pretty good bit of fallout. I don't know if you can see that right there, just from me dabbing my brush in there. So I will knock some of that off, and then let's put this on. Okay. So it is going on a little darker than I thought it would. And I'm just going to lay this down as my base color. And I'm going to take my brush real quick, and I'm going to dust away this that I just put on. And it looks real cakey where I applied that. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's very cakey. So I'm gonna go back with my sponge and kind of try to remove some of that or blend it out. I was afraid that might happen. That looks better. So I guess just be real careful with trying to set that foundation. Okay. So let's see what to do now. All right, I'm gonna go in with this color right here on the bottom, and I don't know if that's called Hokey or Hooky, H-O-O-K-Y, but I'm gonna go in with that in my crease. And that's pretty pigmented, so maybe when I go in pretty light-handed with that. Yeah. And I'm just lightly applying this to my lid. But do make sure that you knock the excess off, because you don't want all that extra pigment just falling out. And I'm not one to do my eyeshadow before I do my foundation. I've just never done that before, and so it's really, really hard to break that habit. So that's pretty. I do like that it's really pigmented. I don't have to keep going back in the product to get it to look darker either. Okay, let's see what we're going to use now. Let's go in with this Stay Golden color right here. Ooh. Ooh, y'all. Holy crap. I'm gonna try to knock some of that off. Jeez. Very pretty color. I love that color. These colors are actually reminding me of a very like brick-like color. That red, deep red color. And the variations of that. So I've always really, really liked these colors. I just hope that I can pull them off well. And what I want to do is, I really want to go under my lashes with that same color. Okay. Okay, so I have done that. And now what I want to do is, let's see what color we should go in. So this color is called Know Better, and it really is like a light pink kind of shimmer. It's horrible lighting, but anyway, so these look so bold. This is Easy Go. Okay. And then this is Smitten. And they both look Easy Go and Smitten. And you can tell they look pinkish. That one a little bit more brick, but not pinkish. But the Smitten's the one that actually looks orange. Right there. That one looks orange. In person. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow glitter primer. This is the NYX. And I'm just going to put a little bit on my brush. And I'm going to apply it to my lower portion of my upper lid. Whoop. Smacked in the face with that won't feel good. So I'm going to apply that. And I'm going to do this, not because for pigment purposes I think that this palette needs it, but because I want that glitter to stay, or not really glitter, it's a shimmer, but it's bright, stay on my lid where I put it. Okay. So I'm actually going to go in with Smitten, which is the one that looked a little more orange when I swatched it. And let's just see what this looks like. Holy crap. Yep. Can you see that good? It's pretty bold. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in. Let's go in the middle and like right in this corners with this color gold shimmer. It's called 20 something. Let's see if we can. Yeah. Lighten that up just a little bit to add some variation. Just right in the center. Okay, and then I want to do some just right in the corner. Okay, let's see if I can cut this light down if it'll help with you being able to see. So it looks pretty bright in here. Does that look a little bit better? Okay, so another kind of shimmer that I bought is the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow, and this is in I Love This or I Heart This, and it is $6. Comes in this cute little purple box, and it's in a round little tub, and it is an individual color. So okay, and let me go in with just, oh wow, a little bit of this color right here. It looked like it was going to be super pigmented, but in actuality, the other one from the palette must be pretty pigmented because it's kind of shining. I mean, you know, it's not being covered real easy. And they're both by ColourPop, so. Very pretty though. Okay, so I like both of those. I'll just a little bit of swatch that color, and you can see very shimmery. That's pretty though. I really like that. I'm gonna go in with, here's my brush, here it is. The Know Better in the ColourPop palette to do my brow bone. Okay. Okay. And now, let's go in with Reckless in the corners.
What are you doing?
They seriously just busted right in on me. This is why I do these videos when I'm home alone. Because they just bust right in on me to get the golf club for Jace. Okay, so back to the show. He also wants me to make sure that I give him credit because we watched that show on ColourPop together and he's the one who actually found it and told me about it. So anyway, back on what I was saying, I'm going to go in with this color Reckless right here and just in the corners. Okay. I won't promise that they won't bust back in here again because they think that that's funny. And he was like, oh, red. He's talking about my eyeshadow. I'm like, get out of here. Okay. So that actually goes on a little more purpley than red. So just be mindful that these colors are not necessarily what they look like in the palette. They're still very pretty and they're still a version of that, but they are not that color, okay? So let's blend this all out. Can you hear them? I guess they're downstairs playing golf now. I might need to hurry because I might need to be saving my house from whatever it is that they are going to tear up. Okay, so still very pretty, I think. And I'm gonna go right in with my smudger brush and do those outer corners. So very pretty, I think. Let me blend this a little bit more. On camera, I don't know why it is, but this side always looks like it's more than the other one, and it's really not. It looks brighter. Okay, I was gonna do a gray eyeshadow, eyeliner, but let me do a brown, I think. No. Still looking for eyeliners that stay on throughout the day, in case you're wondering. I'm gonna go right there. And that one. Okay, and let's do the waterline on top. And then here. Okay, so now I'm gonna smudge that top line with the smudger on the eyeliner just to kind of soften it up a little bit. My eyes matte so terribly, and that's probably one of the reasons why the colors just don't stay on my water lines. But I mean, I'm not the only one that has that issue, so I know I'm not. So I'd like to find the products that they're using. Alright, so this, oh, and that eyeliner that I just used is Rimmel Exaggerate Waterproof Eye Definer. I mean, we've talked about this before. This is in the color 212 Rich Brown. It's pretty goes on fairly easy, but it doesn't last. So, I don't know what makes it waterproof, but whatever. Okay, so now let's do these brows and make a big difference. Oh, one thing that I did know is when I went in, that I do know is that I went in to find the ColourPop products, and I did find some eyeliners, but they were all a silver or red or some purple wild crazy color. But I wiped one on my hand, and that son of a gun did last all day. So I'm going to go back and see if I can't find that eyeliner in a practical color and try to see how well that wears, because it wore on my hand throughout the day as I washed, you know, my hands. So it might be the one. I'm just not finding that product in, you know, a L'Oreal or a Maybelline product, unfortunately. They all have good claims, but they don't actually work. Now, let's kind of brush these out. See how they look? And this is the Maybelline Brow Precise Micro Crayon. And this is in the color 250, which is the color I normally wear. Okay, so that's done. And what I found and bought that's new is the ColourPop Brow Boss Gel. And I bought it in the color Blonde. And it was $6.50. It comes in this little tiny box. But I've never used a brow gel before. So has a little tiny wand, and it does have the color Blonde on it, which is what color that eyebrow pencil is. And I just wanted to see about using that just to kind of lay down some of the hairs. It goes on good, but quite honestly, I can't tell if it's working or not. I have no idea. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to my cheeks, and I'm going to do the e.l.f. blush palette that I always use because they didn't have any blushes. They have a lot of, and they had a lot of like cream blushes, but again, you know, I try to stay away from those things because that's where I have the most skin imperfections and acne scarring is right on my cheekbone. So those just tend to like just pack down in there and sit. And so I do try to stay away from those. I mean, so far the foundation still looks really good for now. And I'm just going to put that on. And yes, that goes on dark. But y'all know it won't stay that way. Okay, I'm done with that. And I want to take my eyebrow brush and just kind of brush through these a little more just to kind of soften it up, because that, what I do with it, the Brow Boss gel that I used on top, it is color pigmented, so it did deepen the look of my brows and the color. And I like, you know, I like my brows dark because, I mean, my roots are dark, but I don't want all that product just sitting on there. So I just brush back through that. Okay, now let's go in with this Milani Suntan Silky Matte bronzer and kind of blend this all out. This stuff works so good at just blending everything and making everything just kind of melt together. Okay. Okay. And so now I'm going to go in with the Milani Strobe Light Day Glow and the color 02. This is a highlighter that I bought. It is not extremely pigmented like the Pixie. Pixie highlighter I've used for a long time. This is a similar color, but it's not as pigmented going on. But it's still a very pretty highlighter. Okay. And now, let me do, where is my, here it is. This is the Voluminous Lash Paradise Waterproof Mascara by L'Oreal. And crap, I got some little fibers on. But anyway, this is what that brush looks like. And this is the one that I've always used since I've been doing my videos. I do plan to try something new soon. It's just hard to break away from something that you really like that's worked so well for so long. But I do want to try some other things and just kind of see what's out there. And I've really been considering trying false lashes again, but whoop, and I just got a black dot on my face right there. I'll let that sit for a second and I'll get that off. I don't know, I just always feel like I've got like butterfly wings sitting on my eyelids whenever I'm wearing false eyelashes. And I'm not great at all by putting them on. I've considered trying the magnetic ones, but I've heard like kind of mixed reviews about them, so I just hadn't done it yet. I need to just like quit being scared and just do it. I'm getting this mascara all over the place today. Okay. So let's try to clean that mess up. What do y'all think? Huh? What do you think? Okay, so I got 2 lip pencils and a new lip color and The lip pencil I'm going to go with today is the NYX Professional Makeup Suede Matte Lip Liner. And this is in the color Brunch Me. Okay. Brunch Me. It looks the closest to what I want to go for today. But the other one that I got... hold on just a second. Yes, the NYX Professional Lip Pencil. This is in Citrine, and it's a little bit more pink mauve-y kind of shimmery color, but I want to go with more of a nuder color today. It's raining outside, I guess. I was like, is somebody spraying our window with a water hose? But I guess it's raining. But anyway, this is the Suede Brunch Me color. And I'm going to overline my lips. Wow, can y'all hear that? That's really loud. I don't hear my husband downstairs, and I wouldn't put it past him 2 seconds for him to be outside spraying the window, just trying to be obnoxious with the water hose. Yeah, because I'm not hearing it again. I guarantee it's him. Then I got this color Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Color. Okay. Let's see what color this is. Does it say? Embrace is the color. Okay. So it's got a little doe foot kind of on it. Oh, it smells kind of like cookies. Oh, cookie. Wow, that's really nude and really matte. I won't say really nude, but it's really, gosh. Now firecrackers or fireworks are going off. Firecrackers. You can tell I'm from the country. I'm firecrackers. Let's look at this color. Very pretty. It's not sticky at all. But I am going to go in on top with this e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss. And I love this stuff. I love it. And then the setting spray, and I'm done. And I've been using the Milani Make It Last Matte Finish 16-Hour Wear. I love this stuff. I love the way it smells. I love the way it wears. I do that every single time. Every time. So what do y'all think? This lets you see a little bit better my face too, my pores. And I mean, I'm wet right now with this setting spray. So let's let that dry down and then we'll look at things. But so far, like, I like this foundation. I was a little concerned about it saying Hydrate, and honestly, like, the more I wear it throughout the day, I may start to get a little shiny, but didn't go on looking like super dewy or anything like that. And that is something that I stay away from because I don't want to look oily. I'm still like drying because I like that stuff, so I use a lot of it. I will list down below everything that I bought today and use that's new. I don't know if I want to wear y'all out with the stuff. Listen everything below that I use every single time, because I feel like if you follow me and you watch my videos, you know what those are by now, and you've probably looked at them, tried them, decided it wasn't for you or whatever. And so, like, I just feel like, you know, kind of hate to just wear y'all out with the same things over and over again when I just really want to list like what is new. And y'all try that out. But yeah, so far I like everything really well. It looks really good together. All right, y'all, let me know what you think about it, and I'll see y'all next time.